Jorge Prado goes from hero to zero in one race. Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So let's jump back on the Moto merry-go-round as we examine the good, the bad, and maybe a little bit of the ugly.
No, Walty, not the ugly. Only examine rainbows and sunshine and unicorns and lollipops.
No. Somebody's got to read between the lines and look between the ruts. We got some ruts to look through. Today, Jorge Prado, welcome back to the swimming pool. Jorge Prado. This is crazy. We asked it on the community page. If you're new, get subscribed, jump over to the community page, throw it to open face, and pull a tear off because the roost tends to fly. Is Prado a one-hit wonder, or will we see him actually respond and come back and show some more of what he showed at Southwick? Was Southwick really just catering to Prado's capability on the motorcycle coming from Europe? Quite possibly. We'll have to wait and see.
It's not me, Walty. It's the bike.
The reality is this. Prado showed up. He was fast in qualifying. He was fastest in the second qualifier. And he looked good. I mean, it was like, wow, this dude showed up. Like, I was like, dude, this is great. Like, we need this. Cowie clearly needs it. And poor Ando, El Hombre is clearly over it. But then here again, I mean, apparently he wasn't feeling good and just had a disastrous race. So at this point, I think he's packing it in. He's mailing it in. He's out there just to collect his paycheck, fulfill his contract. And that's exactly what I see him doing. Maybe when we get to SMX, we'll see Ando try a little harder, but for the outdoors, he's like, what's the point? I'm just going to show up, spin laps. In fact, he probably could have even been part of by design, where if he shows up and races, he gets paid. If he doesn't, he doesn't get paid. So if he shows up and gets last, or at least puts in a couple laps and then pulls off the track, he gets paid. He gets the pay the same as he would have had he finished in the top 10. Unless his contract has top 10s as bonuses, which I doubt because when you're at the factory level, they ain't paying you for top 10s. You're getting paid for podiums, maybe top 5s. I bet definitely there's some issues going on over there. But Prado, for me, this is what I anticipate. First of all, I was happy to see, because we've been rough on Jorge, listen up, bro. And I thought it was really funny the way Bubba, he's like, dude, up until now, we've been seeing George.
The real Jorge showed up, Walty. Up until now, we've been watching George ride that Cowie.
Now we're seeing Jorge show up. He looked really good. This is really, I mean, if we get some more tracks that are more Euro style, we could see Prado put in some rides. I'm hoping that this does flip the switch for Prado and he starts to find some consistency and some speed and he actually lives up to the hype that he originally came in with. Because up until this point, he's been a full bust, a complete bust. So this was a major turnaround. So Jorge Prado, I want to personally give you massive props for being able to pull this out of your hat because, I mean, a lot of better riders would have still continued to blame the bike, blame the team. And I think there is some dysfunction over there. I think you've been seeing the type of critics that you've been having to deal with here. I think that's taken a lot out of you. I think you were pretty bubbly, rainbows and sunshine for a while, and then we could clearly see something wasn't right. And so I'm hoping that, I think even Bubba alluded to this, is that you will, in fact, this will actually help you, and you'll start to find some more of your speed and consistency and confidence is what the word I was actually looking for. Confidence. Some confidence, and we could see you actually become a player. But no matter what, I mean, at first it looked kind of interesting. I think in the second moto, Jetson didn't check out quite as much, and Jorge looked like he was going to maybe have a decent race. But again, crashes took him out of contention, and I don't think he was going to contend for wins, but he certainly would have contended for a podium. And a podium probably would have been exactly what he needed to springboard that confidence. But finishing where he finished, I'm just not sure. There's still a big question mark. So let's jump over and take a look at some recent polling over on the community page on what you guys think. Then we'll meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. All right, race fans, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors. When asked on the Walty Wanderers community page of the YouTube channel, Prado showed some speed, but will it continue? 56% of you, the majority, said, yup, Prado's here, and he came to play. While 22% of you said, nope, one-hit wonder, baby. And 21% of you said, Maybe. The jury is still out, and I agree with you guys. The jury's still out for me. I want to see what's coming in these future tracks and if he actually rides this momentum. But let's go ahead and take a lap around some of your comments. First up to the starting gate, Richard Brady rocking an open face and a fresh pair of tear-offs comes in with, yep, he's going to be Jet's new shadow. Boom. Uh-oh, that's a big claim, bro. I don't know. Maybe we'll see some repeat performances out of Prado, but Jet's new shadow, hey, man, that would be fine with me. Anybody step it up, even Prado. Dude, we could use it. Thanks for the comment. Let's use up next. The Smarco throws a block pass on Richard Brady on his 1984 YZ125 and his Bell Moto 3 with some roll-offs and says, yup, but it won't be alien speed. Uh-oh, there it is there. Prado's coming, but not with that Wonder Boy, Chosen One, Moto Messiah, Alien Gazelle speed. Boom, and there it is there. Thanks for the comment. Let's use up next. Chase 2968 comes flying in and takes out the Smarco with, nobody currently on a 450 has anything for Jet. Maybe when Chase comes back, it'll mix something up, but I doubt it. I doubt it too, my brother. I don't think anybody's going to be able to push the Wonder Boy, maybe when Danger Boy Diggs gets to the class, but up until now, it's not looking good. Thanks for the comment. Let's use up next. Last but not least, Mike Gagne goes flying by, pulls a tear off, gets some clear vision with, I think there'll be consistent top 10s at minimum. Sure seems like they're getting that bike dialed. It definitely looked better, and nobody can argue that. It definitely did. Thanks to everybody who participated. Make sure you guys jump in and read the rest of those comments, but make sure you bring your tear-offs because the roost tends to fly. Now let's jump back to the studio and wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back, and there you go. Thanks to everybody who participated in the polling. Like I said, if you're new, jump over to the community page and bring your tear-offs, jump into the comments. The roost tends to fly. A lot of times we'll take a lap around the comments. But with this situation, I think Jorge is a big question mark. I'm just not sure if he's a one-hit wonder or not. I think a lot of us want to think that he showed us that he's for real. This dude is a world champ, multi-time. He's clearly got the skills. I think his confidence was shaken, and there might be something going on over at the team, knowing that Chase Sexton is on his way over there, and you will, in fact, now be second fiddle instead of first fiddle the way you are now. He might be on borrowed time at Kawasaki. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. They're shark infested. Jorge, welcome to the swimming pool. You look good at the beach in the sands of Southwick. Congratulations. You needed that. You needed that a lot. And the industry actually needs that too, because they had hyped you up beyond belief and you had become a full-blown bust for Kawasaki and yourself, I'm sure. So it's good to see you show some fight and show some of that talent that we thought you had, and now you proved you definitely have it. But can you put it together in a standard U.S. moto track? That's yet to be seen. In the meantime, Walty will be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.